seriously. So lucky this year, this is the International Tea Day, and we come together online for a virtual event to tea together. Here, this is the agenda of today. We will have tea lovers share tea story. And we'll have two beautiful ladies to share the tea show. One is daily distribution, another will be creative blended tea. We also have two keynote today. One is our president, Ms. Xia. Another one is from Japan community, Momo. And we will have 3 lucky draws, so please stay tuned. First, I would like to introduce Tea Institute. Some of you may not know CTI. CTI is a not-for-profit. We host the tea event. We have education class. We try to promote tea culture through all Canada. I would like to show you of our website. Festival. This is our website. Can you all see my screen? Hope you could see it. Let me check. Okay, good. This is our website. You can see we have the tea trip. Here you could see our Tea Institute introduction, and you could see our classes here. By the way, our website address is teainstitute.ca. We also have Chinese on website. And you could see our tea festival. This is the first tea festival we'll hold. It's in 2018. Wow, 3 years ago. And you could also find tea trip we hold. It's 2019. But 2020, we just stay at home and doing nothing. I hope this year, maybe fall or winter time, we can get together and have some event face-to-face. And warm welcome to everyone who participate in the first virtual International Tea Day celebration hosted by CTI. And he also wished everyone an enjoyable and memorable event tonight. We also get greeting from China Tea Science Society. Let me show you his video.
大家好， 我是中国茶叶学会理事长江英文，我在中国杭州祝贺加拿大茶叶学会主办的 International Tea 取得圆满成功。
This is greeting from Mr. Jiang Yongwen. He is the president now for CTSS. CTSS has very long history. It was founded in 1964. Very long history. And we also have a lot of guests today. We welcome everyone. And we are very happy to have a medium to attend our event also. We have Joseph from Toronto TV and Mr. Jin from Canadian Chinese Media News. And we also have two important keynote speakers. First of all, of course, our Miss Xia. She is president and leader and lead instructor of Canada Tea Institute. And we also have Miss Momo to attend our event. Momo is coming from Japanese community. She is a serious tea lover, and she's going to show us mocha. Now, this is the section of our stories with tea. We will invite tea lovers to tell us their story with tea with CTI. I will be the first one who kick off this section. I am, my name is Jasmine Mo, first person here. I am a financial advisor in Toronto. I have learned tea with CTI with Miss Xia for, I think, 4 or 5 years. I have passed level 5 already. Yes, level 5. For those of you who are interested in our class, we have 6 levels. So I have passed level 5, and I'm going to attend level 6 this summer. I noticed that tea is not enjoyable, but also a very good way for communication. So I bought the whole set of tea sets for cup and pots and everything, put them into my office so that I could share tea with my clients. And I noticed that it's very useful and enjoyable, so that my conversation will become very smoothly. So I like to enjoy tea at my office. And all of you are welcome if you pass my office just to come in and enjoy tea with me. So next one, I would like to invite Mr. Wayne Zhao. I saw you attend the event just now.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Yes. I'm Wayne. I'm here to celebrate the International Tea Day and just share my own story with you guys. A lot of people ask me, what is a tea? Or I ask people, what is a tea? A lot of my friends know that tea just kind of beverage for them, just like coffee or milk or beer or Coke. But tea for me is more special. If you know the history and the culture behind the tea, maybe you will know why tea is more special for us. My story with the tea is starting from when I was young. It's the first time I went to the tea factory. It's the first time I saw how tea was made by people picking the tea leaf from the tea trees, and it's drying under the sunlight and mixing the teas by hand. Finally, we can get a beautiful tea leaf that we can enjoy. And when you have time, maybe you can get a couple of teas, take some time with your friends, relax. And for me, sometimes I will do the meditation. and it's really enjoy special time for us. You can slow down your life. It's just kind of lifestyle, and also you can get relaxed and get energy back. This is my own stories. I hope you guys, if you want to know more story about tea, maybe we can find it out together. Thank you.
Thank you, Wayne. Now I would like to invite Jingyi Xiao. What we always call her Jinglian, but today we're using the formal name Jinglian. Yeah, it's your turn.
Hi, hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to International Tea Day event. Today, I'd like to share my story and favorite tea. I used to drink coffee every day before, but that changed when I was introduced to the Chinese milk oolong tea. Just like this. It was 3 years ago. I visited a tea booth that held by Canada Tea Institute at the Chinese Cultural Exhibition Center. It was the first time I tasted this delicious oolong. When you take just one sip, you can taste the creamy and silk flavor as it melts in your mouth. I was truly impressed. After tasting the tea, I met with Lillian, who was the creator of this wonderful tea. Very quickly, she became my tea teacher. Following my enjoyable experience here, I began learning the art and the culture of Chinese tea and deepening my knowledge. Today, I'm proud to share that I have also become a Chinese tea teacher. I enjoy making Chinese tea and sharing the culture of tea to those who are interested in learning more about the amazing world of Chinese tea. Now, let's all enjoy a cup of freshly made milk oolong. Please taste it. 请.
Can I take one from you?
Please, come.
I really want to take one from you.
It's delicious, really. I love this tea.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Do you have any more to share? It's done? I saw you mute.
No,
okay.
I don't have any more.
Okay, so is Tony here? Tony, are you here? Maybe not. So next, I will invite a beautiful lady to show us. Let me show you the screen. Most of us know this beautiful lady. So Jade, are you ready?
Hi, Mom. Sorry. Give me a second to turn on the camera.
Okay, no problem. So Jade is, I think she is first. I think you know Miss Xia for maybe 4 or 5 years too, right? You before me, right? Ahead of me to attend the class. And I remember when Jade graduated, she got the honor student, right? Of that class, I remember.
Mom, could you see me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Could you see me?
No, I cannot see you. There is a picture.
Okay.
Yeah. Try again.
Now, maybe? Could you
Yes,
see me now?
we can see you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jade. Hi, I'm a student of Lillian at Canada Tea Institute. I'd like to thank Lillian, Momo, and Canada Tea Institute for inviting me to this great tea party to share my story with tea. Today, I want to share my favorite green tea, Longjing tea, sometimes called by its literal translated name, the dragon well tea. So I have some tips for us. The dragon well tea is a variety of pan-roasted green tea from the area of Longjing village in Hangzhou, Zhejiang province. Hangzhou is also famous of Alibaba, where the headquarters resides, if you know. Dragon well tea is produced mostly by hand and renowned for its high quality. Actually, I think it is #1 of top 10 China famous green tea. If you are going to try any green tea, trust me, try this one first. Although Hangzhou is not far away from my hometown Nanjing, I was not too familiar with it until I took the first lesson with Lillian. Similar to a 101 course, it is the most basic course of studying Chinese tea. But such a simple lesson completely turned my understanding of green tea upside down. I learned to greatly respect and enjoy it. I learned that water temperature and infusion time are very important. Different tea leaves have completely different brewing methods. The generation of my mom and dad, they usually grab a handful of tea leaves and toss them into a big mug, pour boiling water and steep for a very long time. Sometimes even a whole day, I think. With this approach, there is nothing left except the bitterness and astringency. The most suitable temperature for making Longjing tea is below boiling at 80 to 85 degrees. With 3 grams of tea leaves and 150 milliliters of water, and we can have a great cup of Longjing tea. Sorry, wait a second, I think I'm lost my, sorry for that. And why should we not use boiling water to brew Longjing tea? Compared to black tea or dark tea, the Longjing tea leaves are very delicate, which means that the same weight of green tea takes more time to harvest, as there are more tips, such as one of the most slender varieties of green tea, Biluochun. Each pound of these tea leaves requires 140,000 tips to be picked. So my deepest respect and gratitude to those amazing tea harvesters. Okay, so let's make a perfect cup of tea now. Okay, the first step is to warm the fill cup. And it can give us some time to those boiled water to be cooled down. Then we can place the tea leaves into the fill cup. So have a look at of these great Longjing tea leaves. Add a big amount of water, not too much. This step we call is to wetting the tea leaves to give the tea leaves a time to stretch out. At the same time, waiting for the tea leaves to be stretched out, I think we can warm the drinking cups now. Takes a little time, waiting for the tea leaves to be stretched out completely. Okay, once the tea leaves have been stretched out, the following step is the best part Lillian taught me. It's called the 3 notes of the phoenix. The symbolism of bowing 3 times to the guest express respect and welcome to honored friends, but also a kind of respect for the tea. After all, it requires 840 taps to make this 1 cup of a tea. So now I think we have a great cup of tea. It smells really good with, sorry, I stuck here. It smells really great, sorry for that. Full of aroma of fried chestnuts. If we are lucky enough to get a fine dragonwell tea, we may notice the scent of orchids as well. Okay, thank you, Lillian, and thank you all for listening to me to share my story with tea today, and maybe looking forward to enjoying tea together in the future in person. Thank you, Momon. Thank you, Lillian.
Thank you. Thank you, Jade. I think Miss Xia will feel happy for this honor student, right? She's always elegant. And next, we are going to invite our keynote speaker today, Miss Momo, to show us mocha. She is a serious tea lover and advocate. She belongs to Rasenki School of Chanoyu. Did I pronounce right? And is learning the tea ceremony. She is certified TACT sommelier professional, also certified for Japanese tea advisor. So let us welcome Ms. Momo to introduce us mocha tonight.
Hi, can you hear me? I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
Okay. So happy International Tea Day, everyone. I'm Momo Yoshida, owner of Japanese tea store called Momo Tea. And yeah, thank you for having me today. A lot of people who attend here are serious tea professional. I do tea business actually as a side job. I'm an office worker, and I actually doing an import-export between Japan and Canada. So today, I just like 30 minutes ago, I sent a quick invitation to everyone that I'm going to do this tea talk, and I see a couple of my friends here joining us, and I really feel appreciate that. So I wanted to talk about matcha today. So the matcha is actually tea powder, but it's not just the tea powder from just the ordinary tea, but this tea leaf come from shaded tea tree plantation. So with that tea shaded process, give the sweetness and mildness to the actual tea. And I do tea ceremony myself for 10 years officially, but I grew up in a traditional family. And since I remember when I'm like 5 years old, 6 years old, I always help my family to, or my family friend to do the tea event. And my mother is a Japanese harp teacher. So in Japan, there's always cultural event, and Japanese harp and tea ceremony always set, like come with the all together in a one package or something. So I grow up with tea, and I kind of regret I never take it seriously when I'm in Japan. But when I come to Canada, I think it was 2003, and I became a tea sommelier 2010. And the reason I start the tea ceremony and took it so seriously at the graduation of the tea sommelier ceremony, the teacher at that time asked me to do tea ceremony. And I never took it seriously, but she kind of pushed me doing it. The tea ceremony in front of all the graduation from the tea sommelier courses. And I said no first. I was too nervous. But then like the person who at that time told me, oh, no one's gonna notice if I make an error. And but I took it seriously. Anyway, so I had maybe a month and a half period of practicing, and I told my mother, and I did the Skype lesson and everything. And that experience, and I did it okay on the graduation day. And that experience made me reconnect with my culture. And since then, I just practicing tea ceremony, and I think it's my life journey to learn about tea ceremony. So this is kind of side story why I'm doing tea ceremony. But the tea ceremony, the matcha is for tea ceremony originally. But of course, nowadays, matcha are so popular, drink by everyone in the world, right? Because as a beverage. But originally, this is for tea ceremony, and also tea ceremony originally are for samurai, and they use tea ceremony for politics. But nowadays, maybe more than 80% population, tea ceremony population, are women, because Japanese government used tea ceremony to educate the women after the war. So that's a little history behind the tea ceremony. But yes, so it's a beautiful beverage, and it's a green tea powder, but the green tea powder tea leaf have to be shaded properly in the certain matcha tea leaf tea farmer, and stone grounded. And I think a lot of people here know that the matcha is very expensive beverage, and there's the reason behind. Because of the shaded process, need extra labor. And the higher the grade, the tea leaf picked part is only maybe the first and second, but only, or it's limited. So the limitation also affects the cost of the tea. And there's always the baking grade or matcha latte grade. And those are from the lower part of the trees, and maybe machine grounded. But when I say machine grounded, it's still grounded by stone in Japan with the machine, right? So I read the book that nothing can replace from the stone grounded process. So even nowadays in the matcha factory, the machines are moving these stones, and that's machine processed matcha, but still stone grounded officially. The matcha that called officially matcha. So the big difference between green tea powder and a matcha powder, of course, the taste result. If you have a sencha powder, you have a bitterness. The lower grade or cheaper grade of matcha still bitter compared with the higher grade, but I call it matcha bitterness. And it's so completely different from the tea ceremony grade matcha. And I just have the highest grade of my collection, and the baking matcha here. It's so hard to show in this video, but the higher the grade, it's more bright green you will get. And the taste wise, it's almost creamy and sweet and mild because of the way they pick the limited leaf, only the tender young leaf, and the stone grounded. So all these things combination reflect the price of the matcha. So I have the sample of the tea cup of bowl here. So many of you know the format of the matcha are like this foamy result, right? Oh, it's so hard to maybe show. Oh, it's so difficult, right? It's like a whisk, the foam on the top. But this format, maybe a lot of people don't know about it. It's called koicha style. So this style are from the result of the tea ceremony style. So I have to have a sip of water. So this koicha style, usually during the tea ceremony, you have this type of tea sweet called nerikiri. So just a moment. Sorry about that. So this just happened to purchase from the local pastry store called Jelly Bean pastry. I have it here. Oh yes, Jelly Bean cake and dessert from Young Street. I haven't tried, but I'm still looking forward to it. This is very traditional Japanese sweet that used in a tea ceremony. And for usucha style, during the tea ceremony, we use this type, which is dry sugar called higashi. Yeah, and I used to import this, but during the pandemic, because of the weight and transportation situation between Canada and Japan, I gave up and I start to make myself, which is kohakuto. So kohakuto is a sugar candy. Yes, Jerry, I see you. Traditional tea sweets are always so sweet. Yes, great. That's true. So this kohakuto is like a basically candy and used kanten powder. Kanten is agar. And I always purchase kanten powder from Kanten Canada, exists in Toronto actually. So this white powder, the kanten agar powder, I can easily make this candy, which is pure sugar made by agar. And these kohakuto are so well matched with the matcha. So during the a traditional tea ceremony, we do have a kohakuto sometimes during the tea ceremony. And the tea ceremony is all about making a cup of tea, end of the day. But there's a lot of fact that element, everything, there's a lot of combination just to make a cup of tea. It's about the season sometimes, to be a good host, to be a good guest, and knowing about the Zen word, a lot of manner, how to enter, how to respect. A lot of things are part of the tea ceremony. And having a seasonal sweets are also very important. Yeah, so it all depends on the host to choose a suitable sweet for your guest. So the hospitality really the big part of the tea ceremony. And today I wanted to show you just a quick tip of making a matcha. You have to soak the bamboo whisk. And this is a bamboo whisk, and I soaked for at least 15 minutes in a warm water, because bamboo is really dry, right? So you don't want to have like a breakable bamboo. So to soak the bamboo in the water for certain times will make bamboo last long. And I just finished the bamboo whisk workshop last week, and I invited the traditional bamboo maker in Japan from Nara. And thanks to the technology, right, I able to connect with him and able to connect with the Canadian people who wanted to learn about the bamboo. We had a really good time. Anyway, so I got the really good tip how to treat your bamboo. Once you use it, never use a soap and rinse it with the running water. Because if you use a soap still contains oil. So the bamboo will absorb the oil, right? So after that, if you have this bamboo rest, it's ideal. You can get it in Amazon. and it's not that expensive. Anyway, you put the bamboo upside down and dry it just like this way. And the shape will remain beautiful with this bamboo rest. And after dry completely, you turn upside down and put it in your cabinet or something to dry the bamboo. So it's nice to have this, but if you don't, maybe similar, like a small, maybe taller shot glass for your tequila, maybe you can just put it upside down to dry completely. Maybe that might be the good idea. If Japanese people here, I heard from the bamboo master, empty Yakult container also might be the good way of dry your bamboo whisk, chasen. And after you soak, you do W movement. And depends on your tea ceremony group, the result format of the matcha surface is different. So I belong to Ura Senke group. So the result format of the matcha are foamy. So covered by beautiful, like a foam. So difficult to show on a video, but yes, so you can see the foam. And that's the matcha, right? The usucha style, which is foamy style. And you learned koicha style today, right? I call it matcha cappuccino. So my social media always put the recommended amount. So let's say for the koicha, 2 grams for maybe 30 milliliters ideal. And this one is 2 grams for 60 milliliter might be the ideal. And 2 grams, this is a bamboo scoop called chashaku. 2 scoop of this bamboo spoon is 2 grams. I checked a couple times and always 2 grams. So this is good way to measure your matcha. And because of today's International Tea Day, I wanted to pretend that everyone's here and I wanted to show how to drink matcha proper way, the tea ceremony way. So you hold it in one hand like this and you turn around 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. This movement means avoid the front to show your modesty. And you bow a little bit to appreciate to the matcha or the tea farmer behind the matcha and also the potter. So this pottery, all my tea tools that I'm using right now are from Secret Tea Time. My tea friend who's a local potter. And so appreciate to the Secret Tea Time and have a sip. And it's really interesting, but at the end of your sip of matcha, you're gonna make the noise like, and in a Western society, it's kind of rude, right? But by doing sound at the end of the tea ceremony, show the guest, explain to that's a message to the host that you finish your matcha bowl. So it's okay, it's official to make the noise. So that's the proper way to make the matcha. And just a little bit extra bonus that I wanted to show. Today is like a summer, right? So the matcha dessert, 2 matcha dessert I wanted to show quickly. So this jello made by Kanten. So maybe like 10 after 7, I came back from I finish my work and I just start making this. So it's so quickly I can do. So all I did is put the content powder and whisk a matcha, pour it, and just let it get it hard. That's it. And I didn't put any sugar because I know I'm gonna put the ice cream, which is a sugary. So if you have this content jelly with the vanilla ice cream, it's just so good. It's such a good summer dessert. So I really recommend everyone to do that. And I will put the recipe. It's too easy to call it recipe, but the second one, this is another easy one. Sorry, my vanilla ice cream will start melting, but you have this is a matcha affogato. So you have a vanilla ice cream. Oh, by the way, this is a summer style matcha bowl. You see that it's a little bit shallow because during the summer, like compared with a regular matcha, right? The summer matcha bowl have a different shape. And so you have the vanilla ice cream in a matcha, summer matcha bowl, which is so beautiful. I wish to show really well, but anyway. And I whisk the matcha and with like a koicha style. And then you're just gonna pour it right here like this. Look at how the good color combination. Oh, I should whisk more. But this is so good during the hot sunny day. So I really recommend everyone to try matcha affogato. So I think this is a quick introduction of the matcha. I never have enough time to talk about matcha. I do matcha workshop, and maybe every other month I do. I post them always on the social media. The next one gonna be end of June. And should I talk about the lucky draw now or later, Jasmine? Now?
Now.
Oh, okay. So one lucky draw. I will, I don't know how you're gonna choose, I don't know, but I volunteer, provide the tea ceremonies matcha. So do you remember I said there's a two style of the matcha, the tea ceremony format. So the koicha's grade have to be very, very sweet, like high quality, because you use the double amount of matcha powder with less water. So if you have a lower grade, you can't even like stand it to drink. So the tea ceremony koicha grade matcha and usucha grade matcha, which is foamy style. And I have the 4 types total I have. Everyday casual matcha. So as a tea ceremony person, I never consider this as a tea ceremony grade, but it's still delicious enough to whisk as is. Don't have to add the milk. It's quite drinkable as a straight. So I called it everyday casual matcha called matsu, and baking matcha, which is perfect for matcha latte. So the lower the grade, the bitter taste you have it. But sometimes I feel that a matcha latte need like a kick to it. But I always said it's based on your preference. You can have mild matcha latte, of course, but to choose your preferred matcha wisely is a key point, I always think. So I'm gonna give this for all matcha collection to one lucky winner. And the bonus of this winner is you are invited to a matcha workshop that I'm gonna do June 26 and 27. But if you couldn't win, don't get disappointed, because you can pay for the matcha workshop, which is not that expensive, because if you apply for the matcha workshop, you will get this package, which is all the matcha cost $80, And no, sorry, not $80. Why I said $80? Sorry, $30. And this time I put this kohakuto from Kanten, Canada. So the cost gonna be $38 total, plus shipping. And you will able to taste the difference of the matcha, which is highly recommend to compare. And yes, it's by Zoo. So, but hope, yeah, good luck to apply for the lucky draw. And yes, I think that's from me. And thank you for listening. I'm a little nervous, and I thought because there's a lot of people here, but yes, thank you again. Yes.
That's very good. Thank you very much, Miss Momo. That's so interesting. I believe a lot of people like mocha. And I saw a lot of questions. Can you see the questions, Momo? On charts. You mute yourself already. Yeah.
Sorry, I only saw the Jerry's comment at the beginning, but the rest, I'm just too, I had a capacity to read and talk, so yes, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some questions.
Yes.
But a lot of them saying that they want to have your dessert.
Oh yeah, you can make it yourself. It's so easy. So just get the vanilla ice cream. Oh, I recommend like a really good vanilla ice cream. Don't get like a cheap one, okay? So, and then just pour the matcha. Yes, it's so good. Highly recommend. And the content also, it's such a healthy dessert. It's a fiber, a lot of fiber, and it's plant-based. So yes, if you check my social media, which is Momo Tea Toronto on Instagram, and www.momotea.co is my website. It's everything linked to it. Oh, please be careful, not .com or .ca. It's .co because .com and .ca are taken. So a lot of people ask me, is it Colombia? And no, it's Toronto. But yes, so .co, that website also show the workshop information and also link to the Facebook and the Instagram. I do a lot of posting during the pandemic because I have a lot of time. So yes, there's a lot of recipe, a lot of ideas, and a lot of introduced to my favorite sweets, including this new place that I found. And look how beautiful they are, right? And they are Korean owner based. And I just found it through my tea friend. And yes, I'm so excited to try it tonight. And yes.
I have a good idea. Next time, if we have an event like this, we better prepare those dessert for and deliver to everybody's home, so that everybody
that sounds good. Yes.
Having enjoyed these cookies or dessert while attending our event. How about it?
That sounds like a fun. And I really think that the tea is always, it's a wonderful beverage to calm you down. And end of the day, to have a really nice cup of tea, it's really nice way to end your day. And also in the morning, first cup of tea, you make your favorite, you just choose the tea, right? I love all kinds of tea, not just the Japanese tea, but choose and just to have a really nice tea moment and communicate with the tea. I think it's such a wonderful way to start your day. So I'm sure everyone here loves tea, and that's the reason you are here today. And keep drinking. And I always say happy sipping. So happy sipping, everyone.
Thank you, Momo, and thank you for the good gift. Wow, the person who is going to get the first lucky draw gift is really, really lucky. So I will show you how to get the bonus from Momo. I'm going to show you the screen now. Here, can everybody see me? Yes, you can. As Momo just mentioned, now we are locked down at home and we can do nothing, but visiting website and doing all the things online. So we have more time, more chance to visit those platforms. Now this one is Tea Institute's Facebook. So if anybody who has your Facebook account, you could see that there is one latest post of Jingyi. Jingyi just did a presentation to us just now. So there are likes, but there is no comments under this post. The first person who added a post, I saw it already. The first person who added comments is going to get a bonus. Is it your friend, Momo? Tanya? Yeah, seems Tanya is your friend, right? She's the first one. Oh, now I saw the second one. So for all others, we are going to show you Canada Tea Institute's other social media account, include YouTube and Instagram. So during the next half an hour, if you don't have Instagram, install it now, download it now. And everybody can visit YouTube, right? And if you can find Tea Institute, you can try now. But we will announce other lucky draw later. It's also related to this social media. So Momo, I guess your gift is going to give to Tanya. So you know her, right? Yeah, I believe she will be very happy.
Yes, and Tanya, have you joined the matcha workshop before, right? Have you? I remember I do a different type of workshop, like a dangocha one and the matcha. And if you have, anyway, I can talk with her about the matcha workshop.
Yeah, sure. And I believe Tanya like your content too. She just left a message and saying that she liked your dessert too. We all.
These are not gonna come together with surprise because the vanilla is gonna completely.
Yeah, ask her to pay. After this lucky draw, first one, I'm going to show you a local tea garden. A lot of people ask if there is any tea garden in Canada or not, if tea tree can be planted in Canada or not. And the answer is yes. There is only one Canada tea garden in BC province. It's called West Hole. West Hole was found in 2010. This picture from their website, and I think they imported tea. They import this from either China or India for this, but they plant the local organic tea. They also import organic tea leaves from other countries and create their own products. These two owners, I believe they are couples, Margit and Victor. We have contacted them to see if we have any chance to visit and have our tea trip to BC. But after this COVID-19, maybe this fall or next spring, we can organize a tea trip to visit them. Maybe you can be there to pick up the tea. And they also have the international tea event on their website too. Oh, Miss Si Yu, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you see me?
Okay.
Hi.
Yes, it's your turn now.
能看到我吗？哎，我是不是离得有点太近
Yes, we can hear you. Yes.
OK。Hello， 大家晚上好，我叫李思雨。今天我带给大家的是我4级的调和茶作品《美人饮》。Hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Yu Li. Today is my level 4 homework, Drink of Beauty. I'm so sorry, my English is not very good, so sometimes I just can use the Chinese. 非常抱歉，我的英文不是很好，所以我大部分时间应该是用中文的。晚上好。今天呢，我依然是用了我的檀香来配合我的茶，还有一点点的小点心。因为天气已经很晚了，所以我不会吃太多，保持我们的身体健康的同时，要保持身材。我的美人饮呢，主要用的茶是滇红3克。It's the right tea, name is 滇红。还有来自新疆的果干 ，It's dry fruit from 新疆。还有我们新疆的玫瑰 ，It's dry flower rose from 新疆 too。还有来自杭州的桂花蜜 ，It's the 桂花 honey from 杭州。当然，今天只有我一个人喝茶，所以我只准备了一个茶杯。Today just me, so I just have 1 cup. 首先呢，我们依然是第一步来温杯。So let's go start the first warm the cup. 我是不是离得看不太到？You can see me? Okay. So first put together, yes. Red tea. Jackfruit. And the rose. And the 桂花 honey. And put some hot water inside. 放一些热水。与此同时，我们要开始洗杯了。Now, at the same time, I just wash the cup. 说起来啊，我学茶也有2到3年的时间，我非常感谢认识夏老师。夏老师是我的良师，也是我的朋友，教会了我人生的许多哲理，也让我放慢了我的脚步，享受了我的生活。其实啊，我是一个挺有生活感的人，但是有的时候会没有注重生活中的美好，因为我的这个业余爱好实在是太多了。我比较喜欢骑马、射箭呀，还有一些比较激烈的活动，例如打枪。但当我学到茶之后呢，我就更能感受到放慢我们的脚步，享受我们的生活。为什么我这个茶叫做美人饮呢？因为我不光希望这个茶可以带来我们的欢乐，带来我们的身心的愉悦啊，也可以让我们更加漂亮。Why the name is the drink of beauty? I trust this tea make me happy and beautiful. OK， 现在我们要出汤了。 与此同时，我会在茶杯里放一些干玫瑰，这样可以更漂亮。I will put some dry rose in my cup. It looks very beautiful. 在这个夜晚，喝一杯漂亮又美观的美人饮，希望大家喜欢。Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, and you are beautiful. Trust me, dear.
I want to make everybody beautiful.
Yeah. For those who may not see the details of her beautiful tea, now I'm going to play a video of that tea so that you could see more about it. Thank you. So this is your level 4 homework, right? Yeah, so for all of you who are interested into our classes, you will have all different kind of homework for your every level. For level 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, I believe you have a lot of homework to do. But I think for level 4, that is blending tea, right? Yeah. I remember Jing Lian did a tea with alcohol, which is very creative.
Actually, not so many homeworks. Not so many homeworks, and this is the creative blending tea. Actually, is like a graduation design. As when you graduate from level 4. So congratulations to Siyu, and for this time she got the high score. Yeah.
Thank you. We're very relaxed. 我们非常享受这个过程，因为我们在可以学到很多茶叶知识的同时，又可以调配出自己喜欢的茶叶，也学会了食物相冲，包括一些药理。所以我希望大家一定要努力坚持，一起跟我们努力，从 Level 1到 Level 4，以及最后的第5级，真的会学到非常多的知识，由内而外可以学到非常多。
Thank you, thank you. So now I would like to invite Mr. Tony. Tony, are you there? Yes, we are going to invite Tony to share us his story with tea. Tony, please. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Tony, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my story with tea. So I have a long history with tea. Actually, it started when I was born. So I was born in Zhejiang province in China. And in our province, the tea is very popular. And the most popular tea in our province is called Longjing green tea. And this is also my favorite tea. in 2018, so that's the first time I actually start learning the tea with Miss Xia. And in last year, I just finished my level 4 lesson. So in the progress, I was learning tea, and I find the more I learn and more interesting I find, there's all different kinds of tea with red tea, black tea, green tea, yellow tea, and all kinds of tea. So, but I find there are not enough younger generations are learning tea. And also there's need to be more guys are learning tea, because in all of my courses, I find I'm pretty much the only guy in the class, which I find is very odd, because in reality, a lot of guys are drinking tea, but they don't really understand a lot of tea. So I think I need to promote more on the younger generation, and also the more guys to drink tea instead of drinking alcohols. So that will be my little mission in maybe in next 5 years in the future. So I hope I can bring more people into this tea drinking habit. Yeah, that's pretty much my story, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, he's right. Drinking tea is much more better than drinking alcohol, right?
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good habit. It's good to your healthy. Now, we are going to have our second lucky draw. This is our YouTube. If any of you have your account, let me show you. Wow, YouTube. On YouTube, you can search Canada Tea Institute, if you could see there. And after you search, you can find our Canada Tea Institute, and you click it. Now you are here, and you can subscribe it. Yeah, it's very easy. Yeah, I have already subscribed it. Now, how to get the second bonus? Wow, where is the bonus? Okay, I'll show you here first. We also need your comments. This time is also 锦怡. So this one, if you leave comments under this, here 3 is the old comments. The first one, from now on, the first comment will get our bonus. So go to YouTube and try to comment under this video. You will get our gift. And gift is the UT party box of 2, a worth of $30. Anybody there?
I met with Lillian, who was
still no comments. Facebook just now, those 2 who speak English, they're so used to it. So they add comments so fast. So anyone can add comments here. Oh, 6 comments. Newest. 萧景怡, Dudu. Who is? 1 minute ago, first one, Jade. So Jade is the first person who comments here. Dudu, you are the second one. Can anybody see this? So Jade is the first person who leave comments here. So Miss Xia, your gift is going to give your honor student. Of this 2 party box. Jade, can we share the party box? Let's enjoy them together.
Sure, definitely.
Thank you. So now I'm going to invite our keynote speaker, Ms. Xia Qian. She is the president and lead instructor of Canada Tea Institute. She is the chief examiner for Tea Masters and Canadian examiner and supervisor. She is the co-author of Senior Tea Master book. So let's welcome Ms. Xia.
Hi, everyone. Good evening and happy International Tea Day. First of all, before I start, I just have, let me just check it, because when I see, wait, let me just share this to you. Oh, okay, I cannot share. Yeah, hoster, will you please share, let me share the screen.
Okay.
Oh, let me do that. Already, yes. Let me just check about that. I was wondering who's got my gift. Here I can see is Mr. Vikram Sande. I don't know if it's here. So then is Jing Yixiao. Okay, Jing Yixiao. Then is Yuan Yuan. Is that is? Okay, 2 minutes ago. Anyway, so who is the first one? Oh, Shi. Okay, so Jade, congratulations. You got my tea. Thank you. Okay. I believe there are not too much time left for me, so I'm gonna just quickly start. Here we go. Everybody can see? Okay, here we go. So today I'm going to talk about the firsts about tea. So that means we're talking about several, which is the first things about tea. Okay, during the tea which is spread to Europe and America. Okay, I believe some of my students here tonight, and you already took my lesson, which is Chinese tea history, or you will call the tea culture of China. So we do understand how tea was first appeared there, discovered in China, then people cultivated and then develop it. But we did not talk anything about the spread of tea. So, and today I'm just gonna talk a little bit. You see, the tea has been introduced to Europe during 17th century. The first country, which is Dutch, a Dutch businessman, bring tea from China back to Amsterdam. Then tea has been introduced to Europe. Then it quickly spread to France and Germany, and then, which is the important country is England. The reason I'm talking about that is I'm going to talk about when tea has been introduced to, has been planted in India, discovered and planted in India. We know nowadays there are 4 main countries which is planted tea. The one is, of course, China. Then afterwards, a lot of tea actually is from India and Sri Lanka and Kenya from Africa. So how Indians start to plant and when did they discover tea? We have to talk about it from Europe, because when tea has been introduced to Europe in 17th century, it is quickly getting so popular in upper class, like the afternoon tea in England. So in that time, at that time, tea was so expensive and so it's quite profitable, a lot of profit. And under that background, people looking for more source of tea beside China, but unfortunately at that time, the only country which grows tea is China. So they're looking for some other place they can plant the tea tree as well, because it's really, really expensive at that time, tea. Okay, here we also talk about the 1640s. It has been introduced to America, but anyway, that's C, which is the first time planted in India. In that background, actually, from 18th century, the middle of the 18th century, which is about 1850, the Scottish botanist has been tried to take the tea plants, bushes and the seedlings from China, Bohé, Mount Bohé, and you're quite familiar with that. We took a tea trip to Mount Bohé in 2019 summer, and so we all know rock tea. In Chinese, among Chinese tea, the various kinds of Chinese tea, there's quite famous ones called the rock tea, which is from Mount Bohé. So the British botanist bring the seedlings and the bushes from Mount Bohé to India, try to plant it several times, so many times, but at the beginning it's continuously failed. So until 1823, a Scottish explorer called Robert Bruce, he discovered a native tea plant that was growing in Assam in India. So this is this is how we have the Assam tea nowadays. Then in 1850s, almost 100 years, continuously trying and repeating, trying. Finally, a Scottish botanist, Robert Fortune, he brought back tea plants and the seedlings from Fujian, and this time he succeeded. And he bring back not only the seedlings, the bushes, he also bring back the tea technicians who is planting tree, the farmers who is familiar with planting tree and familiar with how to produce tea. And finally, he successfully planted the tea trees in Darjeeling. So this is the history of another famous Indian tea, Darjeeling. So let's have a comparison. And Darjeeling and Assam, both these two most famous Indian tea. Darjeeling is originally from China, and it's characterized by its high fragrance. It is honored as the most famous high fragrance tea in the world. So Darjeeling. And Assam is another famous Indian tea, but Assam is a native Indian tea. So this is how tea has been first discovered and planted in India. So the other first, now let's see to this person who is called Patrick Campbell. Have you ever heard of Patrick Campbell, this fellow? If you do, then congratulations, you have so rich information, so rich knowledge about Canada history. I didn't know that until I do some research for the Canadian tea history. Okay, let's see. We are not talking about the first cup of tea in Canada. We are all, no matter you're from Chinese community or a Japanese community or other communities, now we are all live in Canada. And have you, is there any one of you have wondering where is the first cup of tea in Canada? So back to 1793, there's a person called Patrick Campbell. He is a British travel writer, and he has been traveled to America, that's called North America, colonies at that time, there's no like Canada or yeah. So he traveled to North America, Canada, record up Canada at that time. And he recorded he wrote a book called Travelers North America. And in his book, he recorded things like that. Many people drink tea. It's like a daily habit. We believe it is, the custom is from Britain, England. So upon upon meeting the wife of one of his hosts, Campbell noted that the woman drank Siu Cong. Siu Cong is a, in Chinese, it's called Xiao Zhong, and you will understand this is from, this is a traditional tea which has been exported to Europe and America back to the early ages. So if you are interested into that, you can find this book, which is called Travelers North America, written by Patrick Campbell. And there recorded, the first time recorded the tea has been showing the history, and which is the Siu Cong. Already, let's see, this is the first cup of tea in Canada. So now we talking about the first tea bag. Just now we will know that tea has been introduced to America, which is to New Amsterdam at that time in 1640s. But however, the first tea bag is also appeared in, is also shown first time in New York, the same place, but it's after more than 200 years, which is in 1903. So it's not quite far from now, 120 years, something from now. And at that time, handmade clothes tea bags appeared in New York. And that time was the first introduction of tea bags. We know tea bags are quite popular nowadays because it has a lot of advantages, because it's so like convenient, and it's like a regular size. You don't worry about how much tea you should pour, you should put, how much water you should add. It's like a regular size. And here, this picture, by this picture, you can see these are the tea bags in early ages. So it is not use paper, they use silk or some other clothes. And they tied up the tea bag and end up with the bush. Okay, those tea bags will be put into a mug and infused. Who did that? A person called Thomas Sullivan. Thomas Sullivan is a tea and coffee merchant, and he started to promote tea bag to the market in 1908. We knew that a lot of inventions in human history, inventions or even new discoveries, they are originally just from a mistake. And same thing, the tea bag has been invented also from a mistake. At that time, Thomas Sullivan is just as a tea merchant, he needs to distribute samples to his customers. And for save the samples and also being more convenient, he put those tea samples in different piece of clothes and tied up and make just like different tea bags. And he distributed these tea sample bags to his customers. Instead, to open the bag and take out the tea to infuse the drink, his customer just choose to throw the whole tea bag into a pot, then pour the hot water and just drink it. And the feedback is so amazing. And his customers told him that this is amazing, this is good. And they also praise him. And this is new way of drinking tea, which is more convenient and tidy. You know, there's not a lot of leftovers, easy to clean, this and that. So they're so happy with that. So think of that, and Tom Sullivan thinks this could be a business opportunity, isn't it? So he quickly decided to promote tea bag in New York. Okay, so this is the first tea bag. Okay, he is the Thomas Sullivan, this happy old gentleman, happy man. So he is the one who first time invent the tea bag in New York. All right, since tea bags has so many advantages, it has become very popular now in the market. And at that time, we need to see a little bit about the tea bag safety. What is tea bag safety? So how to distinguish palm fiber tea bag and a nylon tea bag? Nowadays, we know which is popular in the market. There are several tea bags, such as the cotton paper. The cotton paper tea bag is most popular. The advantage is it is cost less. It is comparatively cheap. And the disadvantage is since it is flat, so it cannot contain whole leaf tea. It only can contain like pressed tea, tea powder, those kind of things. So for those people who like to have better experience of tea tasting, they would like to drink whole leaf tea instead of crushed tea. Okay, so we can see this type of tea bag, which is like a pyramid shaped. A pyramid shaped tea bag can contain whole leaf teas. Okay, so it solved the problem of only crushed tea can be put into the tea bag. But most of, I can see almost all of the pyramid tea bags, they are made of nylon, which is, nylon is made of petrol. So it's chemical things. Is it safe to put a petroleum product into a hot water for a few minutes, or somebody even soaked into a mug for a whole day? We don't know. But fortunately, we still have the third kind of tea bag, which is a plant fiber tea bag. This also pyramid shape, can contain whole leaf teas. It will be a great way to appreciate the fragrance and taste of tea. The disadvantage of this pyramid shaped and palm fiber tea bag is it's it is costly. I mean, it is much more expensive than the nylon one, and then more expensive than the cotton one. So the plant fiber tea bag does not have the only a outlook like this. Some of the plant fiber tea bag can be looks exactly like the nylon tea bag, translucent. So in that case, how do we distinguish? How do we know this is nylon tea bag or that is plant fiber tea bag? You don't want to pay for the plant fiber tea bag price to buy the nylon tea bag, right? So here we can see there's a video, and I would like to share with you.
Let's compare the difference between plant fiber and nylon tea bags. Let's look at a nylon tea bag. A nylon tea bag is difficult to tear. Burning nylon will cause smoke. The burnt edges will appear black. Now let's look at a tea bag made of plant fiber. Plant fiber is easy to tear. There is no smoke when burning. The burnt edges remain white after burning.
Okay, I hope the video is not stuck and looks okay. So the key points to distinguish is to tear it to see if it is easy to tear, and to burn it to see if this has smoke, and of course, and to see the age. After burning, the edges remains white or turn to black. So this is the easy way to distinguish that. So thank you for attending my speech, and we also prepared the lucky draw for the third round and the second round and third round for the lucky draw, which will be the gift from UT. And the UT is using the plant fiber tea bags. So Jade and another the future winner of our lucky draw. So when you receive a gift, you can just test it for fun. Okay, thank you.